Stowell, João Dias, real estate consultant in the center of Portugal, and today I'm in Vidigal. Vidigal is near Vilar Barroco, Estreito. For have an idea, stay at 30 kilometers to Castelo Branco and 60 kilometers to Coimbra, the principal city in center of Portugal. And I have one land in the middle of the village, finished in the river. Okay, the river I believe dry in the top of the summer, maybe August, September, and you have all conditions for building a house for you living if you want. Stay in the middle of the village, have permission for building, have water, electricity, only need to create a septic tank. Okay, enjoy the video, and any question only need to contact me, because it's a pleasure try to help. Okay, that is the part more up to the land. I stay in Vidigal. If you see around, it's a very small village. I think living here only one family all the year. Okay, but you have houses rebuilding because the people coming to the holidays and the weekends. Okay, the property start here near that deposit, the water coming for here, or after that using for irrigation the land. The system broke it or need to clean. You have that small part all stay clean. If you see here, you have the boundary here, okay, going down to the river. You have cherry trees here, okay, and that deposit. And remember, you have permission for building because stay in the middle of the village. Not a village, it's a local, but stay in the middle. That's the motive. You see houses around, and in that land is the same. You have permission if you wanted building a house, of course in the project approved in the council, but you have that structure is the neighbor. Only that coming here, you have a man clean that part. Okay, the land stay here, and after you have the public road when I stay now, and the property continuing down again. If you see, I think it's easy to see the boundaries. He finished to clean now and touching all that constructions. Okay, going that part. The people question about people for clean and that. I have a nice guys. I think I put the contacts here. If you need clean the bushes, cut the trees. Mobile phone, I think you have WhatsApp. If you don't have, you need to create, of course. But nice guy, okay? It's possible trust in that guy. The construction going down. That's a small construction. Stay inside. Not resisted, not important. It's old. The roof not bad, and you have rustic land, but in the urban area, in the village, and they have permission for building. Again, that is the boundary. Okay, that part stay in the neighbor. Single and small construction. More cherries. The boundary continuing down. Okay, it's a little deep. Of course, you have different parts, but if you see, it's a little deep. Okay, I start the video there, and I coming down. The big bushes, it's the neighbor. All the clean area, it's the property. That olives stay inside, 2 olives. You have a fence here, it's the boundary, continuing down. Of course, I have the official maps, and I put in the video the image for try to help you better. Here, start the terrace, okay, and the river stay there. Here start a little terrace, more deep for the river. And now you have 1, 2, 3 terrace now, and now I mean the more bigger terrace. Okay, probably coming that way. Here, and you have one more terrace down, and that is the water line. I'm going there for presenting. Of course, it's possible to create steps or something for better access. I think I have a old access here. You see the terrace. That part is 100% private. You don't see nothing upstairs to the road. I think I have old access here, but it's very old and you need to clean all. But that land down here stay inside to the property, okay? But I invite you to listen the sound. I know you have a guy's work there to clean the bushes, but I think it's possible listen the beautiful sound of the water. I need to turn around for access to the boundaries near the river. I don't have access at the moment. I need to cross to the neighbor property and coming that way, okay? But of course, it's possible you create the access. That is the last terrace, and after is the river. The property finished here. When you start the river, finished the property, okay? All that part when I walk now, stay inside. Of course, if the river stay clean, stay more beautiful, but the truth is normal because it's finished of winter now. Stayed today, start April, and that's the moment to start to clean all the lands, the water lines, the access. It's now. The property stay here and going that way for the main road. And that's it. Hope you like the video. Remember, any question only need to contact me. If you don't see the information in the video or the description, please say something, okay? It's a pleasure, try to help, and enjoy, stay safe. See you in the next video.